Hello, this is Danicla Studios, and I I'm making a keyboard in Cinema 4D, and that may sound weird, but I'm making a keyboard, and the reason is I'm gonna make an intro that I've been working on for a while, and I hope it will be up in the end of this month, and maybe it won't, but I hope so. You can see there are a lot of cubes here, and basically, they're just normal cubes that I made round with hypernerves and then made them editable and stretched them out. So most people don't know what I'm talking about right now. That's why I made a tutorial. And this is my first tutorial, so it might be bad, so please don't be too hard on me. Now let's get started. Here we are in Cinema 4D, and um, I recommend you to watch some of it. If you haven't watched any tutorials before, this is the one you should start with, but I'll show you output settings and stuff as well in this tutorial to just make it simple for people who haven't watched that many. So press up here on this movie thing and just go to output. The preset, I like having a film video, HDTV, HDTV 720 2997, and that's just how I like it. Then you have, if you want it to be a movie, you have to have all frames on, otherwise it won't work. If you don't have this from the beginning and you work with cameras, everything will reset. So put this on every time you start a new document. And you go into here, save, and change the format to AV or QuickTime Movie. That's what I use. If you know what you're doing, you can take anything else. I go for QuickTime this time. The 8-bit, you can't change it on QuickTime, but 16-bit will always look good sometimes. Alpha channel basically makes so that when you render stuff, and you have, for example, a text, everything around it, if there isn't like a floor or something, if it's just empty space, it will be transparent. So, but I won't put that on right now. And the multipass, you don't need to care about that yet. Now, anti-aliasing, I don't know how you say it. Press up here on geometry and go to best and filter to animation. And I always have ambient occlusion on. It gets better quality, and sometimes global illumination, but it really takes a long time rendering with global illumination on, and ambient occlusion takes a little longer time, so I won't be using that today. And I like always aligning my camera to the side like this in the beginning, so that you can see it's all in the middle. It's simple that way. And let's start. Let's make a cube. Here we have a cube, and as you can see, you don't really see direct because my Cinema 4D is fucked up. But when I render it, you see here's the cube. And to make it a little smaller, you can do it by pressing these dots up here. For example, you can press it in, and you can make it smaller how you want it. I don't want it that way. And you can yes, don't do that yet. I make it a little smaller like this, and you see it looks like this now. And after that, we'll go up to here, the hypernerves. So you can go in and press there, or you can just press here. And we'll make this a son of the hypernerve, or a child of the hypernerves. And you do that by clicking the cube and dragging it onto the hypernerves. Now it's a child of the hypernerve. And the segments, I like putting them at 3, 1, and 3 when you're gonna do what I'm gonna do now. Now, if you look at the hypernerves now, it's round. Then if we take and change the segments back, the segments are a cube. If you go to object and cube, if we change everything back to 1, it will look like this instead. And that's just a fucking ball. So let's put it to 3 again. 3, 1, 3. And it looks like this again. And that's really nice, I think. And we'll take the hypernerves and make them editable. No, don't make an editable yet, or we'll just fuck shit up. So press down here on this box thingy, I don't know what it is really, and press editable. This makes your object editable, makes you can edit it basically. Now it still looks the same. Let's do like this. Get down here, press the cube, and what we can do now is we can select a thing. See, you can select things and drag out. And don't do that. See, it's like a little point thing out. And see, but I only could take one thing at a time now. So let's go back, undo that, and it's because I have this on, and it automatically turns on when you press the editable thing. I don't know why. Let's go back to the pointer here, and now we can select several things. You see, you just hold press down your mouse button and drag. And as you see, I'm selecting the side of it, and let's see, pull it out a little. We'll just take everything here, and now I'll pull it out. You rotate the camera up here, you move it around with this one, you zoom in and out with this, or you can just use a scroll. And here's something very important. If you go up here, press this thing here, it goes to the square thing. And you can see this is from above. You can't rotate this one. You can move it around, but this is from above, this from the side, and this from below, I think. I'm not sure. Let's drag it out. And as you see, it drags out on all of them. And now, oh, I didn't remove that. Well, I just undo everything so that it won't look weird. And you see I'm selecting it fast again. And you don't have to be too precise. I like to be precise when I'm doing something more serious, but right now I'm just trying to show you it. As you can see, the stretch out and here, and that's just because I wasn't too serious about it. So let's go back here. Just go up here and press here, and you'll get back to your 3D view when you can rotate and stuff. And now we want text. I like text, and then all we have to do is take we go up here to this thing. It's called a freehand, but we press and hold and go down to text, and now you'll get a text. There are other ways making it, but let's see. Here's the text. Let's write G, just because I want to write G right now. And here's the G, but as you can see, you can't see it. It's invisible, and that's a problem. So let's go up here to the hypernubs again, hold it, and press extrude nerves, and make this a child of the extrude nerves. Then go to extrude nerves, and you can, as you see now, you can see the text. You see it's a big G. Let's make it a little bigger. Let's make about 50. And as you see, the 3D now is bigger to the sides and stuff. But I'll show you an easier way to do this. Delete extrude nerves and go up here to render. No. Where am I now? That's weird. Whoa. There's usually something up here called MoGraph, and you can just go in there, press the MoGraph and MoGraph text, but I can't find it right now. It's gone. It's really weird. Well, doesn't matter. I'll just make my text, my regular text. So drag it down here. If you wanna see a repetition or something, you can watch this. And let's now, what we're gonna do, press up here to the rotate key, and let's go into here. We can see there's thing here, and just hold shift and rotate it until it gets into level. And if you hold shift, what it does basically is that it only goes what do you call it? It doesn't go to 93 or something. It only goes every 5 steps. And I'm trying to get in the middle. It's the middle there. Now go back to your pointer arrow, whatever it is. Press it. Drag this a little more to the middle, and drag it up so that it's just above here. And let's get back to here. Make get here. Press these little arrows to get it out. Press the text. Write G. You can also change your font here if you want. I'll take this one or something, just because it's fun. You can change the size of the text, like medium or small now. And yeah, you can do more stuff with it. I'm not gonna show too much right now. You can watch that in a tutorial. So let's see, now it looks like this. It's a G, and it isn't really a line. So I'll just take back the G I had, the font I had before, and that's Arial. And now I can find Arial, so yes, Arial there. Let's see. Yeah, that's my G, and let's make it a little smaller because it's too big. That's what she said. And 180 or something, it won't probably fit. And yes, that's great. And let's color it. So you go down here, you can either right click No, you can't right click anymore. You could do it before, but you can just double click. You get material, and double click the material, and you get up here, color, go in here, change the color, and we want it black. And as you see now, it's a little glossy black. You can, if I put it on text, it won't really be black. It will be a little. Oh wait, extrude nerve. So I'm just putting it on text because my mocap thing is gone. Now it's black, but it's really a little shiny, and we don't want that. So let's go into specular. The specular is here, and colored or metal. I like colored right now because it isn't metal. So extrude nerves. Oh, I have two now. And you can just on the regular hyper nerves, double click down here, double click the MAT, go to color, white, and specular colored. That's at least how I want. Or maybe plastic could look good, I don't care. So here's my cube thing. It doesn't look great because I don't really care about it looking great right now. But as you see, it's not even eye-lined or anything, it's just sitting there. So yeah, let's just try now. As you now you've learned hyper nerves, you know how to extrude nerves, you know the color stuff and that stuff. So let's put in some light, a light to give it some shadow. Let's move to the side, and if you have ambient occlusion, you don't need to put on the shadow, but just press the light when you put it out. Press shadow and shadow map soft or something else. I like it soft right now. You go into the light thing here again. It was here. Go to floor, and we have floor also now. So as you can see, it's a little too much shadows. Doesn't look really great. So let's move it a little more back here. See how it looks. Looks a little better. It isn't great, but let's take now effect ambient occlusion and press up here to just render your view. As you see, it takes a little longer time, but it will look a lot better. You can even take away the light because you don't need it anymore. It will, the light just shows which way the shadow is gonna come from. You see now there's still a little shadow on it because I have the ambient occlusion on, and it looks great when it's done. Right now it doesn't look so great because it isn't that well done. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna do for now. If you want a second part for something else, I don't really know what I can teach more with the keyboard, but yeah, bye.